Hey guys, so it's you fly fishing. It is freezing outside right now. So I did go fishing on Monday, and it's Wednesday now. So I only went for a couple hours, caught some fish. Nothing crazy, caught like 6 fish. Here's some video footage of it, and I'll continue to dialogue over. So what ended up happening is we got some winter weather. And the winter weather wasn't supposed to really start until later in the day. And where I was at was in the mountains, and there's already some snow on the road. So when I actually ended up being about halfway up the mountain, the snow started coming down about 3 hours earlier than what they forecasted. So I ended up having to go back down. It was one of those days. It was very cold. It was like in the 20s. The fish themselves were all down at the bottom, hunkered down, and I could get a fish, about 1 or 2 out of each hole. The problem was I just didn't have enough time to get to enough spots to where I could do what I needed to do to catch fish. When you're fishing really cold water, you look for a few things. Some deep water with a good current coming through. The fish themselves are going to be trying to rest. So a lot of people, when they think of deep water, they think plunge pools. Maybe I wouldn't necessarily fish the plunge pools like themselves. I would fish the water right after the plunge pools, the calm, because it's so cold that the fish themselves are trying to save energy by being in this by being in this stiller water. So you got to fish everything. You got to try a bunch of stuff. Usually it takes me about an hour to get everything, unless I get there and I've nailed it. I figure everything out right away. It takes me about an hour to know exactly where they're at, and to get a good grasp on what exactly they're eating. So there are here's a few fish that were pretty, and then I caught a few other fish that were just tiny, like 4 or 5 inches. So, but yeah, the thing that I'm going to do to help facilitate the rest of this is I'm going to do a little tying video. I'm going to have fishing tying video type deal right now. We're going to have a lot of fishing content coming up. We got a big tournament in North Georgia, me and Vincent, and there's going to be a lot of practice. I was able to get off work quite a bit. I have tons of PTO because I work in mental health, and here's some more. So figure, use it. And we're going to get, I'm going to, me and him, you probably get a couple videos with Vincent. You're going to have some videos with me. They haven't been stocking here the last couple days. I have a feeling that we're going to have like an explosion of stocking here soon. I wouldn't be surprised if everywhere got stocked. And if that's the case, I'm going to go to delayed harvest one day. I'm going to go to a couple tailwaters. Probably go up to my favorite spot. Just trying to, get all my bases down. Also, and I'm super happy to announce that I got my Winston back finally. And that's gonna be awesome, especially for tournament. Last tournament, I just had my Euro set up. You can throw a dry dropper, which for some situations it's much better. Yeah, we're going out guns blazing to that. So we're going to be tying a brassy today. Okay, it's one of my favorite wintertime flies. Unfortunately, not legal in tournaments, most tournaments, but because of the touching wire. But whenever I'm out fishing, just to catch fish, have a good time, brassies, awesome wintertime pattern. Usually really small. This is a size 22. I'm tying it on a scud hook, and this is a 1.5 tungsten slotted copper bead. I like it on the scud hook whenever I'm just tying it for just traditional dry dropper use. You don't really need a bead to be real heavy on this thing whenever you're doing a dry dropper, because it's going to be all wire. Like it's not a real light fly. It's very heavy. It's going to plummet. And then whenever I'm using it for a Euro type setup, then I'll start using jig hooks, and I'll probably bump it up another 0.5 or so on and so forth, depending on the size of the hook. So we got a size 22 scud hook, we got a size 1.5 slotted tungsten copper bead, and we're going to be tying with some 8/0 uni thread Fire Orange. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay down a thread base, and we're going to go a little bit past the hook point. Okay, we're going to take the extra. Now we're going to take some copper wire. I'm using Simplify wire, copper 0.1, because this is very small. Anything bigger than 18, I'll probably use small or medium. But once you get into the 20s, to make it look nice and tight and not just overfitting the hook, then I think that this is good. So we'll take a little bit of this. We don't need a lot. Like this right here. You don't need a lot. Okay. We're going to take it. We're going to lay it down. And we're going to tie it up. Then we're going to tie it back to where the thread stopped down here. Okay. And once we have that, we're going to do some loose wraps back up. And we want to try and keep this kind of skinny. Then we're going to take this and we're going to do close touching wraps all the way down. Okay. We're stopping here. We're going to leave a little bit of space right here. A little bit of space. Okay, we don't want to go all the way up to the bead. Okay, in fact, I'm going to unwrap a few. Okay. Now that we're here at the, now that we're all the way up, we're going to take this thread off the bobbin cradle. Put that down. And we are going to tie this off. Okay. There we go. All right. Hold off. Now, this is going to be, this requires a little finesse, because Peacock Hurle, I'm using Peacock Hurle by Hairline. Peacock Hurle is very, very fragile, and we're only going to need a little bit of it. Okay, we're going to do about 3 wraps, but first I just want to take some off the top. Okay, and I'm going to tie it in right behind the bead. Okay, now again I said wrap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to tie this down. Okay. Go in and out, like do a little crisscross right there. Then you can just take this sausage hurl when you're done with it. Done. All right. Whip finish. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is a very effective winter pattern. Also, you can use it pretty much any time that there are midges. It's a good all-around pattern. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you got any questions, leave them down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps a lot. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. We should be getting some fishing videos here soon, hopefully, when the weather starts to agree with the time that I have to fish. And, yeah. I hope to see you next time, guys. Tight lines and blessings. Hopefully you can get out and get some fishing while I'm stuck here in -degree weather and snow. So, see y'all in the next one.